And for the Pelicans, they're shooting around 50% of the game so far. Outside Jones. Williamson up top. Down low. And Alvarado gets it to go.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Nets with a lead. This one for three. And give him another one. He's 6 of 8 and looking solid.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
McCollum, he's checked in for Jones.
Personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the Pelicans, C.J. McCollum.
Here's New Orleans now. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. McCollum's shot is off.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Pass to Murphy. Now McCollum. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Nearly unstoppable. No matter where the pass is delivered, Zion will go up and get it.
Jacks up a 3. Silk with the bucket. He's got 21.
His production from range has been nothing short of astounding.
McCollum outside. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And they say to win big, sometimes you have to sacrifice. Tell us exactly what that means, though, in basketball terms.
What it means, B.A., as a player, you might have to accept a more defined role. Most players grew up as the best player on their team. When you're on a contending team, sometimes you have to just star in your role.
And McCollum drops them both.
CJ has always been a gifted scorer, but he's shown significant improvement as a playmaker, which makes him even more dangerous with the ball in his hands.
Silk with the bucket.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Alvarado. 3-pointer. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Here's Silk. McCollum defends. Pure from 3-point range.
The 3-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Here's Murphy. Now McCollum. Coming off a terrific game against Houston, and he can't answer back with a 3-pointer offline.
This is a game he'd like to forget, and the worst part is bringing down the whole squad.
Johnson goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Johnson's got 7 points.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
New Orleans calls timeout. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Making a change here. Simmons is checked in, and the Pelicans making a change here. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Outside Ingram.
Second quarter.
Pass to Murphy. McCollum with it. Fires for 3. Second chance effort. Nance can't get it to go.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's McCollum. Here's Hayes. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Here's Silk. And the Nets, another 3.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Number 42.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second.
All this means is he has to be careful. Don't want to pick up a cheapie and get sent to the bench with 3 fouls.
Walker, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Jones, he's checked in for New Orleans. 55 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shot's good by McCollum.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's Silk, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. And again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Pass to Ingram for 3. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn going the other way now. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
McCollum's shot is off.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Here's Silk. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Shot to stop the run, and it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
And what I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's Brooklyn, up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Changes for New Orleans. Nance, he's checked in for Valanciunas. Murphy comes in for Williamson. And it's Porter Jr. in for Ingram.
One time.
And in this era, we see some stars asking out, saying we don't have enough to win. Smitty, that's not the old school approach, is it?
It's not, BA, but what I would tell you now is totally different than the past. It's the length of contract. You have players now and teams have the option after 1, 2, or 3 years, so it definitely will be a lot of movement.
So for the Pelicans right now, McCollum and Jones, the tandem in the backcourt. Then it's Larry Nance. Then there's Otto Porter, and it's Murphy in at the power forward position.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Shot's good by McCollum.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Pass to Silk. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third.
Dominating when it matters most. Give him the ball and get out of the way.
Fires the 3. Another one falls. Amazing. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
New Orleans has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. New Orleans making some changes. Hayes comes in for Nance. And Alvarado's subbed in for C.J. McCollum.
Jackson Hayes. Jose Alvarado.
51 seconds left in the third quarter. Walker against Porter. Pass to Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Alvarado. Up and in on the layup. 6 points for him.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play. The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pelicans shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Brooklyn with the board. Olynyk's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Silk. Let's go with a 3. And the Nets another 3.
He's the engine for his team right now. They're looking for him to provide offense, and he's doing that and then some.
From deep. Oh, did he? He did! He got it to fall!
Right on time.
102.
Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
I didn't think that shot had any chance of going in. Just shows you that anything can happen in this game.
And so it's Brooklyn. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Brooklyn. They host the Pistons after...
Still special.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew signing off. We'll see you next time.
I'm a fan of 2K, and it's dope to be able to be on this side of it and see kind of when I'm in here customizing my game, doing some of the things. I'm elated right now, yeah. I'm gonna feel like a whole new 9-year-old kid again.
Every basketball player around the world, male or female, they want to possibly be in the game. You know, that's like you've reached it in life. So it's definitely a surreal moment. It's one of those moments that you didn't think would happen, but with consistency and hard work, you know, me and you know that anything's possible.
And injuries loom large over this one. Both teams having to deal with makeshift lineups.
There is a positive, though, Kevin, that teams try to take from these situations. It gives guys a chance to step into bigger roles, build their confidence.
Watch him.
Substitutions.
Some changes.
On the court.
Sharps checked in for Ben Simmons. Thomas comes in for Johnson. And Silks subbed in for Patty Mills. Then for the Pistons, Young's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Diallo subbed in for Bruce Brown. And the basket by Silk.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Tipped away. Now Hayes. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. The rebound by Sharp.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
The Pistons working the ball around now. And Young kicks to Hayes.
Compromise with the foul.
Brooklyn making some changes. Joe Harris is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Lonnie Walker comes in for Thomas. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Daniels is checked in for Detroit. R.J. Hampton comes in for Hayes.
And you got to respect how quickly Wiseman has adapted to big league play. He hit the ground running and has not looked back. Always growing as a player.
And the basket by 6.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Pistons trail by 7. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. We've got 1:08 left here in the opening quarter. Now here's Diallo. He's covered closely. And another shot. He lays it in.
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against New Orleans. Here's Silk. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. And Silk gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
He's perfect from the line this time. Nets leading by 6. Lets it go with a 3. It's in from long range. One more from Silk. Silk's got 15.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Stolen away. Stops. Pops. Again, the Nets for 2.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pistons trail by 11. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the pass to McDaniels. Here's Hampton. Pass to Diallo. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Sharp. He gets it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace.
Let's go, everyone. I needed to get loud.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Brooklyn. Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Young is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Hampton. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Bagley in at the 5, roaming the paint. Out left of the wing. On the arc. Traps in the tray. Bagley's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Pistons. Nets leading by 8. Here's Silk. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And here's Young. Pass to Bogdanovich. Lays it up off the glass. Bogdanovich has got 5.
Yeah, I love how adept Bogdanovich is in these sets. Fantastic at just getting space to shoot in that pick and roll.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself. He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Pass to Hampton. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Walker against Bogdanovich. There's the double team with Walker. A shot by Hampton with no one around. No good with the triple.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the 3-point shot.
42.
Pistons trail by 15. And they double up Brown. Hampton passes to Brown. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Rebound, Brooklyn. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
That misses off the back.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Silk. Nailed from three-point land.
Number 42.
Silk's got 12 now in this quarter.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day great falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
It's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Changes for Brooklyn. Olenek is checked in for Lonnie Walker. Bridges comes in for Thomas. And it's Mills in for... So it's Brooklyn riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We come back right after this. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to... Checked in for Patty Mills. We've got Kelly Olynyk. Bridges out there with Silk. Then it's Simmons. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. So that's the Nets 5.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And Ben Simmons, the epitome of a point forward.
He passes it well and plays huge for a guard at 6'11". It's crazy. It is very rare to see a player of his size with his skill set.
Back to Hayes. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Hayes has got 5.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Here's Silk. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Detroit has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Shot from 12. Hayes, no good.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
Good on the three-point shot. Silk's got 38 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Brown outside. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Hayes, no good.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Good! Another from 3.
He is been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Wiseman, guarded by Simmons. The shot's good from Hayes.
Well, Wiseman's passing game is a work in progress, but he's smart enough to spot the wide open man there.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. Olenek the pass to Silk. Puts up a three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Hayes down low, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the two.
Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Next foul, number 42. Second.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. The first free throw is good. Hayes hits them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Here's Silk. And good. He hits it again.
My goodness.
Number
50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. The pass to Diallo. And here is McDaniels. Inside, Hayes. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Hayes has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first two quarters.
Pass to Silk. Takes a three. He got it again. Sensational.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. McDaniels finds Hayes. Now here's Diallo. Back to Hayes. Puts up a three. A rebound by the Nets.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Next, it's a lineup for the Pistons. R.J. Hampton.
Bagley kicks to Hampton. Detroit, no good that time either. And so it's Brooklyn with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. We've got Hamidou Diallo. He's out there with Hampton. And it's Livers in at the 4 slot.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Passes it to Diallo. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Hampton. Here's McDaniels. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Here's Silk. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Detroit with the ball. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Hampton. Here's Livers. Clock at 4. The tray. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got his 5th rebound in this one.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
There's the pass to Hampton. Fires for 3. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The 3. Another bucket. Wow. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Diallo. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term this season should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Passes to McDaniels. Will it go? And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
His 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Brooklyn.
Jalen McDaniels, shooting 2.
The free throw drops from McDaniels. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
right, I'm going to go do some laundry. I'll be back for the game, too.
Oh, she's actually gone.
So funnily enough, we rode over to Viper's territory, and the guy who tagged along in my cart is now our opponent. So friends become enemies real quick here in 2K23.
Excuse me. Oh, thank you. Excuse me. He's a baby. Here, big ducks in the building. Oh, let's go. Man. All right. Happy holiday.
It's hard not to look at the standings and start thinking about the playoffs already. But Clark, how early do you think is too early to start looking ahead at the postseason?
Well,
Substitutions on the court.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, Giannis and Lopez are the bigs. Then there's Pat Connaughton. Then there's Seth Curry.
he's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
2 minutes to play.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
Well, if you look at Seth Curry, for his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history.
And Seth Curry, one of the elite shooters in league history. But his road to the NBA was no red carpet, Grant.
So true. I mean, after graduating from Duke in 2013, a couple years in the G League proving himself, the questions were about his defense, but that stroke was never in question. When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Pass to Beauchamp. The three from Curry. Nails it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 5.
Well, you got to be conscious of Curry's whereabouts in these situations now, because he loves the back-at-you triple.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Here's Antetokounmpo. His last outing, he had 24 points. Pass to Curry. Takes a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. They've traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks and came away with the win.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
Pass to Beauchamp. Connaughton outside. Antetokounmpo with it. Pounded by Harris. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Next ball.
The Nets with a lead. Here's Silver. He's covered by Curry. The offensive rebound. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy basket.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
You know, Clark, only a handful of teams have won more individual MVP awards than the Bucks.
That's really interesting, B.A., that you mentioned that. But that's how it goes when you have players like Kareem and Giannis walking through your door. And who knows, Giannis might have even more in him before he's done.
Curry finds Connaughton. Back to Curry. Not going to go that time. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it. Here's Silk. Nails it from 3. 12 points for him.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Snatched up. And it's Beauchamp missing.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Nets out in front. They lead by 13. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
Turn it up, Nets fans, for your Brooklyn Nets.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Boy, the Nets have been rolling along, haven't they?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. On the perimeter, it's Allen and Middleton. Bobby Portis out there with Brook Lopez. And it's Rose in at the point.
Well, guys, Silk in the last outing against the Pistons was simply terrific. He had 65 points and was on point from deep. He was focused, very productive. The team leaned on him all night. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Here's Rose. That one no good. Nice D from Bridges.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Rose. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
You didn't think Rose would back down from some contact now, did you guys? Playing with a high level of intensity.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, I mean, to get a shot like that on a drive, oh, it's those type of plays that will chip away at the lead.
Here's Portis. Johnson with the defensive effort. Brooklyn has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Here's Silk. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Olenek checked in for Brooklyn. Holiday's checked in for the Bucks.
Substitutions on the court.
Pass to Middleton. Outside Holiday. Shot from 12. Rebound by Olenek. Brooklyn has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Here's Silk. The 3 is up. He's now 8 for 11 after that made shot.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment.
The Bucks have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Here's Holiday. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Silk. No good from outside. The Bucks shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. Inside.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Will it go?
Second quarter.
And Portis with the layup. Portis has got 10 points in the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Well, I like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Well, Clark, it's getting harder to find players' true positions. We've got bigs who bring the ball up the court. We got guards who defend in the post.
Yeah, it's a very different kind of a game. Actually, we hear this phrase positionless basketball all the time, BA, but the skill level of players is so vast now. I mean, everybody handles the ball, wings and bigs, and you mix and match skills across the court and at every position. So a lot of diversity in the skill set of players in today's game.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Sharp, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. Thomas comes in for Johnson, and Sumner subbed in for Bridges. 1:36 left in the half. Antetokounmpo finds Connaughton. On the wing, Connaughton. No good with the triple.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Silk. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable
B.A. Unbelievable.
A minute 6 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Beauchamp. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the Bucks miss again.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Silk. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Milwaukee, no good that time either.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. Just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Buries it from 3.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Three-pointer, Holiday. Up again. It's good on the putback. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Well, that's just a matter of outworking the defense there by Giannis, beating them to the glass and sending it right back.
Stolen. In transition, here they come. Beauchamp gets the bucket. Here's Silk. Fires the 3. That shot off. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be right back after this word. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets, a home game. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. We've got Patrick Mills. Ben Simmons is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Silk into the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Fast break, Brooklyn. The pull-up. Buries the jump shot. And he's got 41 now.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Portis outside. Pass to Allen. There's the triple. Rebound Brooklyn. Simmons has got 4 rebounds now. The 3 is up. Connects again from distance. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Middleton passes to Holiday. Pass to Allen. And here is Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. To end the run. No good there. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it.
Everybody knows Giannis is elite. But just in case you have any doubt, he's got a trophy case you need almost the whole team to lift.
I just love the ball boot.
Outside Holiday. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Bridges. Pass to Silk. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now here's Holiday. Allen with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 5. Looking to get it going, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Well, Clark, Antetokounmpo's awards certainly do put him in some rare company.
Along with Jordan and Hakeem, the dream. BA, I mean, Giannis is one of 3 players ever to win MVP, Finals MVP, and Defensive Player of the Year. Rarefied air indeed.
That's good from Holiday.
Holiday really is a soft.
So we see the Nets taking the W here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Let's phone a friend. No. Would you like to use a lifeline?
Yes.
Who would you like to call?
You.
Congratulations to A-Loki and the entire Loki family that came out to support. I found out that people were in the Team 2K TV league trading up draft picks when we didn't agree upon a time. So I'll let you guys talk about that.
Ah, collusion.
One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries Greg begin to develop. Checked in for Patty Mills. He's 0-1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
So for Brooklyn now, we've got Ben Simmons. Silk is out there with Bridges. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Johnson in at the 3.
Boy, Ben Simmons, one of the most highly scrutinized players in the NBA, but I don't think you can doubt any of his defensive abilities. Cross-positional and big-time asset on that end.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag, and where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
The shot by Silk, no good. Bulls trail by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
The pass to Tate. No good on the 3.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Here's Silk. Tate covering. 3-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the Bulls head coach. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere in distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there. He won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing.
Number 42.
Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You know, hard to create spacing without the threes. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
DeRozan surveying the D. High post try. Griffin. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Over to the left wing. Pass to Silk. Shoots the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Down low. Here's DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
There might not be anyone in the league who enjoys a nice opportunity to send it in as DeMar DeRozan. How about the bounce in his step?
Here's Silk. He's covered by Ball. 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
At the line for
It's
Chicago.
the quickness of ball that's a problem for defenders. Solid at finding ways to get fouled on the way up.
That's good from Ball. So both teams changing it up here. Ball hits them both.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Didn't think that was going to go in. 9 points for Silk. 6 seconds left in the first. No one near Conley. The clock running down. Sends it home. What a shot.
Drama. We've got drama. That's the way.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Silk is out there with Thomas. Then it's Sharp. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Walker in at the small forward.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been 3. The defense is just giving up a barrage. Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Knocked loose. To the inside. Pass to Silk. Here's Simmons. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Brooklyn.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive ability.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
And Silk gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Bulls making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Cameron Johnson's checked in for the Nets. Harris comes in for Lonnie Walker. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
And coming into that one, looking to be competitive, but the disparity in talent just too great.
You have the sense that they expected that result. Once they dug themselves into a hole, I thought they let go of the rope.
Kobe White, he's checked in for Chicago. Now here's Cousins. He's guarded closely. Passes it to Griffin. Outside, White. Shot clock at 5. Shot to stop the run. The rebound by Sharp.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Silk. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. And there it is for him.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside, White. And the pass to Griffith. To the paint. Feeds it to Conley. A beautiful reverse layup. Conley's got 5 points so far.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by the Nets. And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
Poked loose. In transition, here come the Nets. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. And the basket by Silk.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Back to White. Inside. Here's Levine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First
for Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
That was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley 33 at the time of that first selection. Just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Free throw good, Levine. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank, Greg, dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
I think what you have to appreciate about Zach LaVine is he is becoming such a well-rounded player, willing to share the basketball, willing to hit the boards, and certainly willing to become a more efficient shooter.
Back to ball. The feed to DeRozan. Rebounded by the Nets. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
Outside ball. Bridges against LaVine. Goes up to the stripe. No good on that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside White. Pass the ball. To the middle to stop the run. Here's LaVine. Yep, it counts. LaVine's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The three sticks another. 3 more from Silk.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the end. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really.
Substitution
in for the Nets. Sharps checked in for Olynyk. Thomas comes in for Johnson. Edmund Sumner's checked in for Bridges. And Silks subbed in for Patty Mills. They've got Kobe White. DeRozan out there with Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Ball, and it's Terry in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
.109 left in the third. Pass to Silk. From past the arc. And another one falls. Amazing.
And the 50-point games continue to add up for him.
Well, every game takes him closer to the next benchmark. Next up, second place all time.
And Wilt had 30 games of 50 points or more back in 1963. And that number gets closer and closer with games like this.
Chicago has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And the net shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. For the 3, yet another bucket. He's has been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Ball with a wide open look. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if he can get an easy opportunity.
For three.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Now DeRozan, right wing, a three ball. That shot, no good. And at the end of the third quarter, I think the lead in this one may already have been decided. Nets out in front, running away with this one. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And
grind with so little time for rest and for healing. The modern game with all the movement that's required, that is particularly challenging for any big man of that size.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge.
Great perimeter defense in this win tonight. How did you guys manage to shut them down?
Man, sometimes you got to take matters into your own hands. You know, I feel like that's what the team